Welcome to the Penpot dashboard. Create a new file from the Create New File area. You can use the Penpot logo to return to the dashboard at any time. You can also create a file from the smaller plus button. Hover over your project name to reveal the options menu, where you can import a file from your computer. Penpot will upload, then import the file. Double-click a file to open it. This is the design I'll create with you now. You can hold down the spacebar and use the mouse to pan around the canvas area. You can zoom in and out from the menu in the top right. You can also pan using the scroll bars. There are shortcuts to zoom to fit everything on the canvas or the selected object on the canvas. This is the toolbar. The tools will be familiar to you if you've used other design tools. We'll explore most of these in a moment. Find the pages in the Layers panel. Here you can create new pages with their own canvas. I'll make the canvas color darker to match Penpot's interface. You can organize your design work on boards. Select the board tool to create a board. You can choose from board size presets or create your own size. I'm entering specific width and height values for the card board size. The layers are shown in the left sidebar. Double-click the layer's name to rename it. Double-click its icon to center the layer in the canvas area. With the layer selected in the left panel, you can make changes to its design in the right panel. I'm changing my card's fill color to a dark grey color and giving it 10 pixel rounded corners. Next, I'm using the image tool to add an image from my computer. The image has its own layer. I'll drag the edges of the image to resize it. I can also add specific width and height values. Next, I'll use the text tool to add some text. From the design panel, I can choose a new font, change the default text fill color, and the font size. I can select any object on the canvas and drag to move it. I'm using the Command or Ctrl+D keyboard shortcut to duplicate the text layer. Use Enter to edit the text on the selected layer. This time I'm choosing the fill color for the selected text from the design tokens I created earlier, berry pink color. Next, I'll create a button. Using the text tool, I'll create more text and pick from the design tokens in the color picker panel. My button needs an icon. For that, I'll go to the Assets panel, where I have a pre-made play icon component. You can use a component in your design by dragging it from the components collection. Components have a special icon and color in the layers list. You can override a component's default colors in the design panel. Hold down the Shift key to select multiple layers at the same time. Right-click these layers to bring up the menu where you can group layers together. Once grouped, your layers can be moved on the canvas together. Like other layers, you can double-click a group name to rename it. Next, I'm going to add a responsive layout to my button. With Penpot, you can create CSS Grid and CSS Flex layouts. With the button's Flex layout, I can horizontally and vertically center the button's elements and choose whether I want it to flow left, right, up, or down. I'm adding rounded corners, which you can see better once I've given my button a fill color. Next, I'll change the spacing of the button's elements. 5 pixels gap between the text and icon, 5 for the vertical and horizontal spacing. I can also adjust each side's spacing separately to add 15 pixels to the left spacing. I can drag to resize an object and it will keep its default constraints. You can toggle the K keyboard shortcut to proportionally scale the object and all its properties. Note that when I resize the button, the Flex layout keeps the button's text and icon centered, no matter its size. If you wanted to use the button to trigger a prototype interaction, you can do that from the prototype panel. Use the comment icon to toggle the comments view and add new comments. You can directly select any object on the canvas, regardless of how deeply it is nested in the layers, by holding down the Control or Command key while clicking the object. With an object selected, you can use the Inspect Info panel to view all its dimensions, alignments, and CSS properties. The Code panel will show you the HTML, SVG, and CSS, which are all based on web standards. Exit Inspect mode using the Done button. Use the Play icon button to enter view mode to present your work. Toggle comments to view them in view mode too. Use the Share button to choose permissions and generate a link to share your prototypes. Copy that link to share it with your collaborators, or you can invite them to a team from the dashboard. Use the top left drop-down menu to navigate between teams and create new teams. You can quickly invite new team members with the role that suits your needs.